Today, we will be discussing the marketing information system and marketing research. In today's competitive business world, environment, competitivity, companies must have informed and decision to succeed. To do this, they rely on accurate and timely information. That's why we need MIS. What does MIS means? MIS means Marketing Information System. These two tools will be used for the businesses to strive on and continue for their future. Today we will be discussing the MIS and marketing research. To further understand, we have Eloisa Ines to discuss further. Introduction.
Marketing Information System or MIS. Marketing information is a system that gathers and analyzes information so business can make smart decisions. Purpose of MIS: to help companies decide better and faster, understand customers, reduce risk, and keep up with market trends. So, the four components of MIS. First, internal records, daily sales reports, stores, inventory lists, the products of financial report, income, and expenses. Second, marketing intelligence. Pag-check sa virtue sa competitors, trending products sa TikTok or Shopee, and customers' comments or reviews. Third, marketing research. It involves collecting specific data to solve a problem, like using surveys or interviews to know customers' opinions. Last one, analytical tools. These are software or tools used to analyze data and help managers make better decisions.
Next is marketing research. So marketing research is the systematic process of collecting, analyzing, and interpreting data to address a specific marketing problem or opportunity. So the purpose of this process is to address a specific marketing problem or opportunity. Objectives of marketing research. Marketing research aims to identify customer needs and preferences, know exactly what customer like or needs, Next is evaluate market opportunities. Look for new market or trends to make money. Test new product or services. You need to check if a new product or service will work before spending too much money on it. Next is measure customer satisfaction. See if customers are satisfied with what you offer. Last is support marketing decisions. Use data to decide on prices, ads, and strategies. Types of marketing research. So there are two types of marketing research. First is primary research or first-hand information. So primary research is the data collected directly from original sources. It is new information that no one has gathered before. Like ikaw pa'y nakakuha na ng information. For example, surveys, interviews, and observation. Second is secondary research or second-hand information. Data that has already been collected by others. Igamit ka data na collect na sa uban. For example, books, research reports, and online sources. In short, primary research is about creating new data, while secondary research is about using existing data. So next is about steps in marketing research process. First is problem identification. What are you trying to figure out? clearly define the issue or objective. For example, we need to understand why our sales have declined in the last quarter, or we want to assess the potential for a new product in the 10H market. Second is research plan development. How and where to collect the data. For example, we will conduct an online survey of 500 customers and analyze sales data from the past year. Third, data collection. Gather the necessary information. For example, sending out a survey, conducting activities, or gathering sales figures. Fourth, data analysis. Interpret the collected data. For example, analyzing the survey results to see what percentage of customers are dissatisfied with a particular product feature. Lastly is presentation of findings. Share results through reports or presentations. Example, creating a report that outlines the key findings on the survey, the results for the sales decline, and recommendation for improvement. In short, the research process is a structured way to go from identifying a problem to finding a solution based on data analysis.
So let's proceed to the relationship between MIS and marketing research. So the MIS and marketing research are closely related but serve different rules. So first, MIS provides continuous and regular information, while marketing research is conducted only when a specific problem arises. So MIS is like a dashboard that stays all on time, but while marketing research is like a diagnostic tools that you pull out to like marketing research is like a diagnostic tool you pull out to fix a specific issue or specific problem. So they are both work together to improve decision making.
Assessing information. Assessing information needs. What is the definition? Assessing information needs involves determining what is important and required. Second is who needs the information. And the third is when is the information is needed. So these three is the main highlight of assessing information and its needs. What is the importance of assessing information? So the importance of assessing information is the proper assessment of information needs to help avoiding unnecessary or excessive data or save time and resources, improve decision-making accuracy, focus on relevant information. So first, why do we need to assess information? So first is to avoid the unnecessary and excessive data. So we need to assess information in order para dili ma-waste itong resources, dili ma-waste itong time. Second is save time and resources. The third is improves decision making and accuracy. So kani siya, we need to assess information para in order for our company to be more, to boost our sales, to boost our marketing. The third one, the last one is focus on relevant information. So we gather so much information that us cannot handle and cannot fully understand. Second, users of marketing information. Different individuals require different types of information. There are three main types of information. The first one is top management. Top management needs strategic information for long-term decision. Unsa ang top management? Long-term decisions. So we use top management for long-term goals or long-term decisions. The second one is marketing managers. Requires information for planning and campaign. So sa ato pa, if sa if sa kanang corporate world pa, this type is the marketing manager, which is sila ang huna-huna kung unsaon mag-boost sa ilang sales, unsaon, for example, magbuhat pa sila og 50% off, mga inana. The third one is sales personnel. They need data-related customers and sale trends. So, sale personnel are the ones who will encourage or who will persuade Galita in order for their product to be bought for us. Now let us know the type of information. There are only 3 types of information. The first type of information is strategic information, uses for long-term planning and major decision. So this type of information, the strategic information, is we use this for long-term goal, just same as the top management. But this time it's information, not marketing users. The second type of information is the tactical information, uses for medium-term decision, for example, decision-making or campaigns. Kani sila ang mga managers running. The third one is operational information, uses for day-to-day activities. For example, daily sales or reports. Kanang mga what do you call this? Kanang mag-inventory. Mao ni sila ang magamit ani operational information. So, now what is the characteristic of a good information? The first is it must be accurate, correct, and reliable. The second is relevant, related to the decision making or the decision itself. The third one is timely. We need it to be timely kay ano, basin ang ato ang mga information nga na-gather is from the past pa di ay, so it won't be applicable for the present generation. The fourth one is complete. It contains all the necessary details. The fifth and the last one is understandable and easy to interpret. Now I will give the stage to Rose.
Our next topic is about practical application. When a company wants to launch a new product, it doesn't get it use 2 important sources: the marketing information system and marketing research. Marketing information system gives the past data like previous sales and market trends. It helps the company understand what was working before and what customer usually buy. So, ang marketing research collects new information directly from customer like their opinion, needs, and feedback about the product. Example, a company wants to launch a new skincare product. Diri mo si marketing information system. The company checks the past sales and find moisturizer and sunscreen are their best selling product. They also notice that customers have dry and sensitive skin, so gibuhat sa marketing research, this survey customers and discover that people want a lightweight and non-greasy moisturizer with natural ingredients and sun protection. So the result, the company decided to launch for lightweight moisturizer with SPF for sensitive skin by combining past data, MIS, and customer feedback. Marketing research, the company makes the better decision and lower the risk and failure.
In summary, a marketing information system or MIS is important because it continuously collects data and helps businesses to make better decisions. Marketing research is used when there is a specific problem and it helps gather detailed information to understand and solve it. Lastly, assessing information means selecting only the relevant and useful information to avoid confusion. Overall, these 3 concepts work together to help businesses understand the market, satisfy customers, and achieve success. That's all. Thank you.